darkness came, her light undone. The fall of grace, her race now run. Oh Berenice, my spectral bride, your fading spirit I cannot abide. In the depths of my tormented mind, a single thought cruel and unkind. The teeth they gleam so bright, a haunting flame in the endless night. Through madness born I claimed my prize, but found her death within my lies. The shadows danced within my lair, obsessions bound me to despair. Her laughter echoed a mournful dirge, a voice that pierced a rising surge. Her final breath, her silent scream, became the horror of my dream. I tore her peace, defiled her grave, a cursed act no soul could save. The teeth gleam so bright, a haunting flame in the endless night. Through madness born I claimed my prize, but found her death within my lies. The pounding heart, the crimson stain, a memory carved in endless pain. Her eyes once closed, now wide with dread, the living haunt the silent dead. The teeth they gleam so bright, a haunting flame in the endless night. Through madness born I claimed my prize, but found her death within my life. Oh Berenice, forgive my sin. The madness lived, but death will win. Your teeth, your smile now cursed remains, a silent witness to my shame. In shadows deep where secrets lie, a vow of vengeance, a whispered cry. Brick by brick the tale unfolds, betrayals chill in catacombs cold. Fortunatos laugh, a mocking tune, masked by carnival's gilded boon. I let him down with cunning grace, a toast to fate in a fateful place. Wine in hand, his steps grew slow, Amontillato's lure, his final show. Echoes fade in the dampened stone, my heart beats cold, I stand alone. The torchlight fades, the air grows thin, a masterpiece of mortal sin. Justice calls in a silent plea, bound by chains of enmity. Brick by brick, the wall is sealed, a timeless pact, the dark revealed. His voice, a shadowed symphony, forever trapped, no destiny. Cask of vengeance, tale of dread, Amontillado marks the dead. His laughter turned to cries of fear, the mortar set, his end drew near. Beneath stones no judgment swayed, only the silence that I'd obeyed. Through dampened walls no stars aligned, my soul entwined in its own design. Was it justice or was it spite? The line is blurred in the dead of night. The chains still rattle in my mind, a cellar deep, the guilt confined. Was it triumph, was it despair? The echoes answer, none were spared. Brick by brick, the wall is sealed, a timeless pact, the dark revealed. His voice, a shadowed symphony, forever trapped, no destiny. Cask of vengeance, tale of dread, Amontillado marks the dead. They fade to black. No turning now, there's no way back. The wine's sweet taste turns bitter still, a soul's redemption, empty way. inside the gate, but none escape their woven fate. Behind the iron doors of pride, the chosen feast the world denied. 7 chambers, hues of life, mask the truth of endless strife. Through golden halls the music plays, yet time's dark shadow always stays. Each tick, each chime, a fatal breath, for none can flee the grasp of death. In scarlet robes the phantom glides, through halls where mortal folly hides. Run, run, the clock strikes near. No walls can guard from dread or fear. Dance, dance to fleeting song. The Red Death claims us all before long. Prince defiant mocks the plague, his wealth and power a bold charade. Yet through the crowd a spectre looms, a living curse in crimson gloom. Each guest recoils, their courage wanes, the phantom calls with silent chains. The hour strikes the final bow, no reveler is laughing now. The mask dissolves, the veil reveals a hollow face and doom it seals. Run, run, the clock strikes near. No walls can guard from dread or fear. Dance, dance to fleeting song. The Red Death claims us all before long. 7 rooms the path unfolds, from vibrant youth to black and cold. The final chamber, dark as night, the end of all, no spark, no light. A silence falls, the revels fade, life's fragile beauty now betrayed. Clock lies still, its chime has ceased. The phantom reigns, the plague unleashed. And as the ashes kiss the floor, the Red Death leaves and locks the door. Through mist and mire, a shadow looms. A house of whispers, a living tomb. The walls are cracked, the air is thin. A family curse lies deep within. The lake reflects a shrouded sky, where silence reigns and echoes die. Roderick's eyes, a ghostly flame, a soul consumed by fear and shame. His sister pale, her breath so weak, entombed in shadows dark and bleak. A bond of blood, a haunting thread, a love that binds the living and dead. The house shall fall, the storm shall rise, a tragic end beneath the skies. Through crumbling stone and final breath, the Usher name meets timeless death. Madeline stirs in her endless sleep, a restless soul the dark shall keep. Her coffin cracks, the silence breaks, a spectral scream, the night awakes. The storm now rages, the earth does quake. The curse fulfilled, the walls shall break. Brother and sister bound by fate, together walk through the final gate. The house shall fall, the storm shall rise, a tragic end beneath the skies. Through crumbling stone and final breath, the Usher name meets timeless death. haunted ground. No trace of life, no single sound. The lineage lost, the echoes fade. In shadow depths, their grave is made. The house shall fall, the storm shall rise. A tragic end beneath the skies. Through crumbling stone and final breath, the usher name meets timeless death. The house is gone, the tale remains. A legacy of sorrow and pain. Through time and shadow, the story flows of the house that fell and the curse it knows.
Drunken laughter fills the air. Masked of jesters everywhere. By the docks, the devil plays. In the king's court, where madness sways. A tavern drowned in wine and sin, where the night's dark revelries begin. The king of plague will crown askew. Rules the court both wild and untrue. The queen beside her gaze so cold. A courtier's yes, their secrets unfold. Disease and chaos weave the scene, where death, where smiles and filth is king. Laughter echoes sharp as blades in this den of fools and masquerade. Dance with the plague in the midnight's flame. Bow to the king who has no name. Beneath the masks the truth decays. In the shadow of the king's malaise. Outside the winds do wail. Inside the court no face is pale. But madness reigns, its grip so tight. A feast of fools in the dead of night. The captain roars defiance bold, but the king decrees his soul is sold. Through cursed halls the revels ring, where death's a jester and the plague's a king. The shadow of the king's malaise. The dawn arrives, the masks fall down. The plague has claimed its final crown. By the docks the devil stays, a court of silence where no one sways. A love that transcends mortal walls. In the darkness of the tomb, her spirit rises, defying doom. Her eyes, two stars that pierce the night, a gaze that burns with immortal light. Ligeia, queen of
the shadowed skies, a soul that death could not despise. Through ivory halls of my despair, her voice still lingers in the air, a haunting whisper, soft yet strong, the echo of her requiem song. Oh Ligeia, eternal flame, through death and darkness I call your name. Bound by fate, we shall not part. Your soul lives on within my heart. The walls of life began to fade, a shattered mind, a love betrayed. Through opium dreams I seek her face, her beauty lost yet time can't erase. A stranger bride, cold and pale, beneath her flesh a ghost prevails. The midnight air grows thick with dread, for Ligeia walks among the dead. Oh Ligeia, eternal flame, through death and darkness I call your name. Bound by fate, we shall not part. Your soul lives on within my heart. Crumbling walls and ancient lore, the tomb unlocks its spectral door. A figure rises cloaked in night, her voice a beacon, her eyes a light. Oh Ligeia, eternal flame, through death and darkness I call your name. Bound by fate, we shall not part. Your soul lives on within my heart. The shadow of Ligeia never dies. Her whispers linger, her love defies. Through life and death, she'll always be the spectral queen of eternity. Shadows of despair, where the mind begins to tear, a phantom looms, a dreadful sight, born of fear not of the night. Upon the hill where the river bends, a solitary house defends, a world engulfed by plague's cruel hand, where death consumes this cursed land. A figure haunts the narrator's mind, a monster shape grotesque, unkind. Through windows glass it moves with grace, a creature born of this dark place. Eyes deceive, the heart grows cold, truth untold, the mind takes hold. The Sphinx, the terror, the silent gaze, a monstrous dream in a fevered haze. A truth so small yet fears arise, when darkness shapes the light with lies. The scholar speaks his
his voice serene explains the sight he's truly seen. Not a beast of towering dread, but a tiny insect's path instead. The fear dissolves, the mind restored. The phantom fades, its grip ignored. A lesson learned in the dimmest light. The smallest things can breed great fright. Through shadows cast, through thoughts betrayed, the mind creates what the eyes have strayed. The Sphinx, the terror, the silent gaze, a monstrous dream in a fevered haze. A truth so small, yet fears arise when darkness shapes the light with lies. Through shadows cast, through thoughts betrayed, the mind creates what the eyes have strayed. The Sphinx, the terror, the silent gaze, a monstrous dream in a fevered haze. A truth so small, yet fears arise when darkness shapes the light with lies. A watcher, still you linger there, a phantom born of my despair. But now I see your power fades, truth revealed where the fear once stayed.
A tale of madness, guilt, and sin. The beast who sees the soul within. Its eyes of fire, its shadow vast. A cursed reminder of the past. Once I loved with a gentle heart, but the darkness came, it tore apart. A thirst for vice, a cruel delight, a world consumed by endless night. The cat it watched with piercing gaze, a silent witness to my darkest days. Through rage and wine I struck it down, its cries to haunt, its curse renown. Black as night, its shadow grows, a haunting tale the spirit knows. From life to death, it walks the line, a mirror to the sins that bind. Another came, its twin in form, a spectral omen, a brewing storm. Its footsteps echoed in my mind, a spectre no walls could confine. My crime concealed the deed so foul, yet in the dark I hear it howl. The bricks would tell what I had done, beneath their weight no soul could run. Black as night, its shadow grows, a haunting tale the spirit knows. From life to death, it walks the line, a mirror to the sins that bind. The hammer falls, the wall breaks wide. The beast revealed, my guilt implied. Its scream a curse, a final call. The blackened soul will take its fall. Black as night, its shadow grows, a haunting tale the spirit knows. From life to death, chains that bind. Its eyes still burn in the darkened room, a silent judge of fate of doom. Through every shadow its spirit creeps. The black cat watches where the guilty sleep.
Shadow of the Inquisition's flame, I woke to whispers calling my name. Chains that bind, the stench of decay. In this tomb of torment, no light of day. The walls they close, breathing despair. Rats encircle with a soulless stare. The pendulum swings, its edge draws near. A blade of judgment carving fear. Time stretches thin, a cruel melody. Each tick a hymn of my agony. Through the pit of madness, the edge of death, I fight the pull of my final breath. With every swing, my soul must scream to shatter the horrors of this twisted dream. Waits below, a chasm deep where no light will go. Yet fate's cruel jest, I'm held in place between the void and the blade's embrace. Sweat turns to rivers, my pulse to flame. A captive pawn in this sadistic game. But a spark ignites, a chance, a will to defy the pit, to defy the kill. Pit of madness, the edge of death, I fight the pull of my final breath. With every swing, my soul must scream to shatter the horrors of this twisted dream. Freedom breaks in a blinding light. The walls collapse, ending the fight. But the scars remain etched in my mind. A survivor's